Hey YouTube, this is Mega Dweezil coming at you from the great Indiana wilderness, and it's raining outside, but I finally got a few days off, so maybe tomorrow we're going to get a chance to go out and fine-tune our pit house a little bit. If it ain't too wet. In the meantime, I thought I would make a little video here on a concept that I describe as functional fixedness. Functional fixedness is the idea that we have in our heads that one thing has one purpose, you know. This is a new concept, you know, and it's kind of cultural to Americans. We look on an object as doing one particular thing, and if it ceases to do that thing, we throw it away, and you know, consequently, if we look at the environment around us in a survival situation, there's raw materials to do all kinds of things. The problem is functional fixedness, you know, tells us that we don't want to find the raw materials, we want to find the one thing. Let me give you an example right here. These are these little shopping bags, okay, that you know, you always get at the store. And the world is full of these. As a matter of fact, the world is fucking overrun with these. There's all kinds of places that hand these out, and they're basically pretty durable. Environmentally speaking, they're a disaster. They hang around forever. Landfills are full of these. Trash cans, dumpsters, and in the event of a disaster, real or man-made, you know, you are going to find these in the environment. Okay. And not many people are going to be interested in these because functional fixedness tells them it's a flimsy little plastic bag. I mean, what can you really do with it? Well, what you can do with it, you know, is, of course, put 3 or 4 inside each other, you know, and you can use it to carry stuff. But we can find better ways to carry stuff. What these things are really good for, and the reason why you really always want to pick these up, let me show you this right here. We're going to take 3 of these. 3 plastic bags, and we're going to stick them together. Now, in a disaster situation, you know, we may be left with what's in our pockets. Always have a knife with you in your pockets. Ladies, you know, you can call it a purse knife. You know, guys call it a pocket knife. You don't have to have one like this, but you do want to have some kind of a little Swiss Army knife or something always with you in your pockets. You take your 3 plastic bags, put the bottom seams together, just like that. Okay, and we are now going to take, and we're just going to cut those right off. Easier said than done, I believe. Because this stuff is a lot tougher than it looks. Okay. So we've now removed the bottom seam of these bags. What we're going to do is we're going to twist it around a little bit. We're going to get about that much of it. And we are going to put it to one side, take another good hunk, put it to one side, and take a 3rd good hunk and okay. Now these plastic bags make very good insulation, but what they're really good for, what we now have is a bunch of these little plastic donuts like this. What we're going to do is we're going to just put one inside the other and pull the loop through. Now we want to be kind of careful, because these are fragile in their present state here. And we want to get them basically even. We'll call this a strand. Okay. And we're going to make 3 strands. Okay, so we have 3 strands of trash bags here. Alright, looped together. So we have our 3 little plastic loops all interlocked. We're going to take one end of this and we're simply going to tie a knot. Okay. Now if you spread that out, that's going to give you 3 little sort of loops at the top. That's going to be important later. It look kind of like a little puppy foot or something. Alright, now we take these, take your loop it over a fixed object. It can be something heavy or something that you put here on purpose. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3 strands and we are going to braid them. Okay. Guys, if you don't know how to braid, learn how to braid. Okay. Ask a little girl, she'll be happy to tell you they do this with their hair. Ask a woman, if you happen to know a human woman. If you don't, Google it, okay? They will show you a picture, and then you can, like, go ask one. They will answer questions if you buy them stuff, okay? So, we're going to take and we're just going to start braiding it. So at the end of this process, okay, what we have here is out of 3 trash bags, we have about 3 feet of usable cord. Okay, this stuff is strong enough that you can use it to build shelters, you know, you can use it to bind things, you can use it to make various other kinds of carrying technology. And what's really cool, okay, take 3 cords, braid them together, and you now have a rope. You can make these as long as you want because, as you remember, we left little loops here on the end. You simply loop more of your little plastic circles into those and just continue to braid. A couple of hours, you know, if you're just kind of sitting around not doing much, a couple of hours and you can get a very sizable amount of this cord, which can then, you know, if you need something stronger, be braided into actual rope. This stuff is free, okay? The environment's going to be full of it. And in fact, it will make excellent cord. And this cord will make excellent trading material if you run into other folks, because a lot of people need this. You know, so if you can make string, if you can make cord, if you can make rope out of simply what's in the environment, your chances of survival go up immensely. But as long as you think of a plastic bag as just a plastic bag, you are going to wind up deader than Hitler's dog. So we need to think about this stuff. We need to understand that one thing is not just one thing. It's all the things that you can make out of it. And tomorrow we'll try and get back out to the shelter.